Hey Slick Review fans, coming at you with another video. On this episode, we're checking out the UAG Monarch for the iPhone 14 Pro Max. Hey everybody, so what we're checking out this week is the UAG Monarch for the iPhone 14 Pro Max. Now, fans of the channel will know that I've looked at this particular model of case here on the channel quite a few times over the years, and that's because it's one of the few cases that I buy pretty much every single time I upgrade my phone. I think the first time I bought one, I think it was for my iPhone 10 a few years back, and then I liked it so much that I've bought one, again, every single time I upgrade my phone, and I dual wield. I've got this iPhone 14 Pro Max, and then I've got a Samsung S22 Ultra. We looked at the Kevlar edition for that one a few, was it only a couple weeks ago? I don't remember anymore, but you can check out that video. I'll link it at the end if you want to see the Kevlar one. This is just the red and leather inserts for this one. And there's a few reasons why I keep coming back to this case. I think first is just cosmetically, I really dig this kind of industrial design that they've got. And actually with this one, and it's kind of interesting because I only really noticed it on this one when I got it here, they really seem to, on the back panel here, they seem to slowly be refining it over time. Now, it's nothing functional or anything, it's really just the back panel here. It looks like they've just added more details, different grooves and little cutouts here on this back panel that they didn't used to have. If I go back and look at those older videos, the back panel was pretty plain looking, and now I think it looks really cool. And just some of the other refinements on this one. One thing I noticed is that this one definitely feels thicker. It definitely feels more substantial than the other ones I've tried. I think they beefed it up a little bit. I don't know if that's necessarily good or bad. I mean, it definitely probably helps for drop protection, I would think. Just a little bit more mass there to absorb shocks if you drop it. But on the negative side, it does add some more weight and bulk. It's something that on a Monarch, I've never really noticed. I mean, obviously they're a little bit of a bulkier case compared to other stuff out there, but this is the first one that when I slapped it on there, I was like, oh, that's kind of a chunker. So something to keep in mind. I mean, if you're a fan of the Monarch series and you want drop protection, stuff like that, it's something I think you just kind of accept when you go into this game, but it definitely feels thicker and it does make your phone, you know, kind of a brick. So something to keep in mind there. Another thing that I've noticed on this iteration is that the ridges on the side are way more substantial and really help for gripability, which is one of the things that I've always liked about the Monarch, is because the frame here on the back provides lots of little areas for you to get a good grip on your phone. That's one of the biggest reasons why I've always liked the Monarch. And now another thing on Monarchs is that wireless charging has been kind of hit and miss, and it's just because there's a lot of stuff going on the back here, and sometimes it doesn't have a good connection with wireless chargers. Now on the wireless chargers that I have, it worked fine. So your mileage may vary. It is a thing with Monarchs just because, again, there's stuff there. So sometimes they don't have a good connection, but something to keep in mind. I haven't had an issue with it, but it can happen. So if you rely on wireless charging, just know that you might have issues there. Going around, all the ports are just cutouts and everything, so it's not wide open. That's just a thing with Monarchs, but they do leave the cutouts plenty wide enough for if you have generic charging cables and stuff, that's not a concern. Good cutouts for your mute switch and all that, and the buttons feel really good. That's a thing that the UAG Monarch has always done well too, is that the buttons here just feel right. They're not mushy or anything like that. And of course, good screen protection as well. It's got a really nice lip around the outside. So overall, of course, the UAG Monarch is a winner. The only negative I can think of is that for some reason this year, it does seem like it's a little bit thicker and heavier. I don't think it's a deal breaker. It is one that I have, and I paid my own money for this one. And if you want to get yours, I'm going to throw some links down in the description for both Amazon and the regular website. Definitely check those out. But overall, no surprise, UAG Monarch, another winner. What I want to know from you all is, which color do you think looks the best? You know, go check out their website. I personally think I'm just going to stick with the red and black from now on, now that I've tried pretty much all of them. The Kevlar is pretty cool too, but I really like the red and black. But I want to know from you all, what's your favorite color? Let us know down in the comments. If you have any other comments or questions, please leave them down below. I try to get to every single one. If you'd like to get in touch, all my social media links are down in the description as well. And last, before we go, if you enjoy straightforward, to the point content like this where we find great deals online from well-known and upcoming brands, please leave the video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Pretty easy and free ways to help support the channel. That's all I've got for you this time. I'm Zach. This is Slick Reviews, and I'll see you in the next video.
This review was completed following several weeks with a product I purchased for personal use. No compensation was provided by the manufacturer, and they had no input on this video. To see more videos like this, please consider subscribing to the channel.